Dude, if he loses against the Lions, he's going to lose the locker room. How could he not lose the locker room? You've already lost one side of the football with the defensive guys. Fletcher Cox has already come out publicly and started barking, hey, man, this scheme is not good for us. Friday, good afternoon, all. Dan Sileo here on the National Football Show. Get me all fired up and ready to go here on a Football Friday. By the way, you know that belly aching that Aaron Rodgers did in the offseason and all that whining and crying? They hate me. They don't love me. You know, the organization is not where it needs to be. Well, if you play like you did last night against Arizona, you can bitch and bellyache all you want, dog, because if you keep producing that and you keep producing wins, you can cry on my shoulder all night long. I don't care. Do you understand that that guy has won 33 of 40 games since they fired Mike McCarthy? 33 of 40 in the regular season, Aaron Rodgers. And if you want to cry, I need Randall Cobb. And you need like a whoopee and maybe a bottle or a Wookiee to suck on, have at it, bro. I'll get you anything you need. You play like that. That's some good football last night. That was as good a football game as I watched. Came down to the last seconds. Hey, man, Arizona's for real. Do you know how many good one-loss football teams there are now in the NFL? Dude, and get this, I think they're so close. There's not a lot of separation. You might say this, well, the Buccaneers, you know, maybe a little bit because of Brady and the experience factor of what he brings to a football team. But would we not agree there's a lot of great one-loss NFL teams this year? So this is going to make for a great Week 8 in the NFL this coming weekend here. All right. And then there's the Eagles. Then there's planting flowers. Oh, my God. What a week, man. What an absolute week, man. Jordan, thank you, brother. Bench Hurts, how you doing? Good afternoon, Dangerous Dan. That's what my grandpa used to call me, Dangerous Dan. Dan's in the Dan Cave. Oh, yeah, we're clearly in the Dan Cave. By the way, now that I have found this platform in how I can do my show, I'll never leave my house because Dan doesn't like to really leave his house much. And now that I found a way that I don't ever have to leave, and you just give me my Coronas and whatever, you know what? I don't need anything else here, man. Right here in the bar, right here. I'm good, man. I'll die here. What happened to Sileo? Oh, he died in the Dan Cave. Did he ever leave it? No, man. This guy just was in the Dan Cave talking to all his homies on the National Football Show. He would do it 4 to 6 Eastern every day, and that's all the world ever saw of Dan. Oh, yeah, man. I would take my driveway and blow it up so nobody could drive up it. Yeah. Hey, kneecapping flowers. What an absolute spectacular lead headline. The kneecapper versus the flower child. Dan Campbell, I'm going to eat all your kneecaps, and we're going to go out there and bludgeon everyone. And I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to get my sickle and beat the shit out of you. How you doing? Why am I sounding like Popeye? I'm going to get you there, matey. That's my Lions. We may be 0-7, but we're going to kick the shit out of you. How you doing? You know. Then you got this guy. You know, planting flowers is a spiritual thing. And I don't know why I'm looking like Stevie Wonder either. Hey, man, you know, it's a spiritual thing. Planting flowers, the roots, you know, it grows. You know, it goes up. The guys in the locker room have to understand we're like, you know, like a flower. It grows. Dog, man. I'm talking to grown men about growing flowers. How many of those guys in that locker room you even think have seen a garden? Are that carrots? What is that? Oh, that's cabbage? I don't know. How many guys do you think in that locker room have ever seen? The only seeds they've ever seen are on a marijuana tray. Hey, Nick, the only seeds, honestly, that half your locker room has seen has been on a marijuana tray. Telling me about doing. Give me a break, man. The Kneecapper versus the Seedling. This is a must-win game for Nick Sirianni. All kidding aside, this guy's got to win this game, man. Did you hear some of the players coming out in publicly going, we got our coaches back? Why do you think they're doing that? In the 21 years that Brady was in New England, did you ever hear a New England Patriot player come out and say, we have Belichick's back? Carroll, Bruce Arians, all the really great coaches, Sean Payton, I got my coaches back. Even after Bountygate, nobody said that they had Sean Payton's back. Sean Payton doesn't need to have anybody get his back. When you're a great coach, I don't need you to get my back. You don't have to get my back. I'm paid to get your back. This is not an equal opportunity relationship when you're a head coach and you're a player. Yeah, we share in the losses. No, you don't. This falls at the feet of the coach. This falls at the feet of the player. That's why Howie can skate by. Howie Roseman can skate by. You know why he can skate by? Because he doesn't have a one-loss record. Coaches and players can't skate by. Howie can blame it on coaching and playing and whatever, but he doesn't have a one-loss record. Neither does the owner. But they're sure able to grab a hold of that 2017 season, aren't they? Things are going wrong. They'll still grab a hold of that 17 season. And then, you know what else they'll do? When things are going bad, they'll even grab it. They don't have a one-loss record, guys. This is why this is a must-win game for Sirianni. Hey, and if you even want to say it's a must-game win for Howie Roseman, Xander was saying this to me. He thinks it's a big game for Jalen. Hey, man, Jalen Hurts is a pawn in this story today. He's a pawn in this whole thing. He was the pawn that was used against Carson Wentz. That's all he is. Do you know why he's accentuated? There's two things. Because Howie overdrafted him. Howie never thought that guy would ever be in the position. You think when they drafted him, he thought he'd be in this position now where he was evaluating him as a potential future of the franchise? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Jordan says Eagles aren't winning the game. This is the game where the fertilizer hits the hits the fan. Antron, it's a big game for all three of them. Okay, I'll take that, Antron. Let's dissect that for a second. Why is this a big game for Nick Sirianni? How much bullshit can you keep telling people? How much stuff can you keep saying to people that, you know, we're doing RPOs when you're not? Just like Barrett said yesterday, Barrett Brooks. Dude, the only thing they're doing is option. There's no run pass to this whole thing. There's absolutely no run pass at all to this. There's no run pass. So the bottom line, this comes down to this here, guys. You got to make sure that these guys are in the process of understanding one thing. You know what that is? These guys have to understand that when they go out there this Sunday, this is all about trying to get a W because that team needs a W, and so does Nick Sirianni needs a W. Okay? He'll lose the locker room. Dude, if he loses against the Lions, he's going to lose the locker room. How could he not lose the locker room? You've already lost one side of the football with the defensive guys. Fletcher Cox has already come out publicly and started barking, hey, man, this scheme is not good for us. The personnel that we have on this football team, this is basically what he's saying. Okay? This is basically what he's saying. And if you lose that offensive side of the ball, this guy loses the team if you lose to that 0-7 Lions team. Because nobody in the room will believe a word he's saying. And isn't it funny? I believe Dan Campbell more than I believe Nick Sirianni, and he's 0-7. Think of that for a minute. Hey, for the record, for all of you guys out there, Birdman, thanks for coming aboard. I'll say this to you here. Ready? Lions win 28-20. They win the ball game 28-20. Because, get this, I don't think they're confused. I think that football team understands what is being asked of them. Play hard, show up on time, and play like hell. Those are the three fundamental rules. Show up on time, play like hell. There's really nothing else, man. Those are the old John Madden rules. We're not talking about Flowers and Kobayashi hot dog eating videos. We're not doing any of that. Gil, appreciate you coming aboard. For the greater good of the Eagles, we must lose this game. You know why Gil's saying that? You know why Gil's not rooting against the Eagles? You know what he's rooting against? The direction of the team, aren't you, Gil? Right, Gil? You're not rooting against the team. You're rooting against the direction of the team. Xander, put that up there because Gil is a Eagle fan. I want to show you what a really good Eagle fan is. Right there. This guy's not hoping and rooting against the Eagles. He's rooting against what's going on. And his point is the only way we can change this is if we expose this. This has to be exposed. Eastside Monster, appreciate you coming aboard, brother. All good, man. You're welcome anytime. Jordan says, Trey Thomas said team leaders need to step up. 24-16 Lions. Damn. See what Gil just said? Absolutely. He's not an Eagle hater. He hates what he's seeing. And see, the great thing about when you're a fan of a great passionate team like the Steelers, the Packers, the Patriots, teams like that, Seattle, you don't hate your team. You're loyal to the soil, dude. But you know what you're hoping for? That people get exposed for their bullshit. Look at King Dave here. This is the first time I want us to lose a game. Shit. Do you understand what's going on here today on this program, the National Football Show? You got Eagle fans hoping for a loss, not because they hate the damn team, because they hate the people running the damn team. Guys, nowhere in Philadelphia would they let you vent like this, would they? They would call you, oh, you got to root for your team. I don't subscribe to that either. My team sucks. Like, my big thing is here, these Hurricanes, they suck. Oh, they're going to lose the Pit. And I want them to lose the Pit. You know why? I need a house cleaning at my place. And I helped build the fucking thing. See this you here? You're welcome. You're welcome. See that shit? You're welcome. See those national championship rings? You're welcome. And I'm praying for them to lose too. It's okay. Now, the person in this bitch hates the Eagles. Not the person on this show today hates their home team. But when it's not going good, guys, you don't boycott your team. You know who boycotts teams? Rams fans. Snowflakes in Los Angeles. Those kind of weirdos. San Francisco. Seattle. All those woke cities, man. Those are the people that do that. Yeah, man. You know, that's not here. This isn't Snowflake Central. Okay? It's not Snowflake Central. Uno, speak up. Thank you, brother. Jordan says, hate the decisions the damn front office has made. Absolutely. James says, I don't think a loss against the Lions will change anything other than put Sirianni on the hot seat. Howie and Loria will still be at the top of the chart. James, I hate to do this to you, man. You're right. Lucio, I hope I'm saying that right. We don't even hate I know you don't, man. Hey, look at that. You're the Cowboys. Why should you? Why should you hate it? Why should you? Okay? Why should you? Why should you, man? You're in first place in the NFC East. You're going to own it. You're not going to play Dak, I'm hearing, on Sunday. Do you know why you're not going to play? Oh, my God. Hey, Eagle fans, this is for you from the Dallas Cowboys. Are you ready? They're not going to play Dak Prescott because you suck with Washington and New York. What a disgraceful thing. They're going to need Dak to beat Minnesota on Sunday. Minnesota's good. I think they're 3-3. But get this, because they think you suck so bad, they know they got the East wrapped up. That's freaking embarrassing. They know you're not a threat with Washington. So they're going to sit Dak. Maybe 1 or 2 games. Won't matter. They're still the best team in the East. By far. By far. Gil says you played with my favorite Eagle, Jerome Brown. Shout out to you. Gil. It's my guy. Miss him every day. Bobby says, I think a loss gets Hurts benched. But, Bobby, here's the thing that would be a good thing if benching Hurts led to putting Gardner Minshew in. And one more time, I want to make this very clear here. Gardner Minshew's not the future of the Philadelphia freaking Eagles. But what he could be is the guy that determines whether or not Nick Sirianni's the future of the Philadelphia Eagles. You feel me? Because if he can't coach him and he can't coach Jalen, then what the hell is he in the room for? Dave says, as a Falcon fan, I love listening to your show. Dave, your Falcons have turned it around. You're 3-3 on the season. I wouldn't go to sleep on them being a wild card team. They've righted that ship, dude. Ever since getting blown out by the Eagles in game 1, they've righted the ship. Matt Ryan's actually playing pretty damn good football. And let me throw one more at you here, Dave. That kid, Kyle Pitts, is turning out to be somebody who's going to put his name in the conversation for maybe NFC Rookie of the Year offensively. I think Chase with the Bengals has wrapped that bitch up. But don't go to sleep on Kyle Pitts. He's starting to pick it up good here, man. The Philly Talk Podcast. Hate the direction and understand, but I can't wake up Sunday and want to lose. Philly, right. I get it. You're right. You're right, because I get it. But Philly Talk, let me ask you this, though. How did you take it when your organization quit on you in Washington at the last game of the year last year? How did you take that? Tell me that absolutely aggravated you. How could you watch a professional football team quit? And the players didn't want to. The organization quit on the players. They quit on them. You know, you saw Lane and all those guys sitting on the bench going like this. What the fuck? You got it. How about this? Did you not see those old lineman guys going like this? Got to be kidding me. Shaking their heads. Right? Shaking their heads. Uno. This is about getting it here. You know what you get here? You're not going to hear whiners like you do on radio in Philly or anywhere around the country. We're going to bitch about what's going on. Then we're going to talk about how to fix it. And I don't know. Get this. as a professional football doctor that I am, I don't know if your disease or your virus is curable. I don't know if there's booster shots, or I don't know if there's COVID shots that can help you here with this one. I really don't. Anthony, Jalen Hurts might have been one of the worst second-round picks. Well, he ain't getting the coaching, so I don't know. I don't know. He's not a second-round pick. You could have waited and got that guy. You could have got that guy in the 5th round. 2nd round? Thanks for coming aboard, Ken. As I said, 28-20. Sirianni loses this game, he entirely loses that locker room. If Howie loses this game, Howie can't keep blaming it on anybody else. There's nobody else to blame it on. Guys, do you know what we're doing this week? I don't know how you've tolerated this for the last 3 years. I don't know how you've tolerated this. Isn't it the same rerun every day? I feel like I'm watching the same rerun of a movie that I love, but I feel like I'm watching. And by the way, I love The Godfather, but I don't want to see it every day. And I feel like I'm watching the same movie over and over and over again, over and over. And I keep talking about the same shit over and over and over. Uno says critical week. You know why it's a critical week? Because the fans are doing this. Dude, you guys don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. Hey, it's not Jalen's fault. You know, Xander told me this. He goes, I think this is a big week for Jalen. Really? Does it matter? Does it matter? The same offensive game plan is going to go into this game. The same mental approach is going to go into this attack. Exactly, Kevin. It's Groundhog Day. This shit is Groundhog Day. Day says, and we have to expose this because no free agent is coming here. Bang. King Dave, thank you. Hey, by the way, guys, please do me a favor. Hit the like button. I so appreciate you guys doing it, man. You guys are spectacular. Dave, you're right, dude. How are you going to attract not just a quarterback, but receivers and running? You think you could ever attract King Henry? You think you could ever go after somebody like Derrick Henry or any other big back, an Alvin Kamara or anybody like that that would want to come and play in Philly, knowing who pulls the strings in this thing? This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. By the way, real quick here, before we take our first time out here. So did you see what the commissioner of the National Football League has been paid over the last 2 years? He's been paid nearly $130 million through a pandemic. Hey, Roger, then what the fuck are you telling me about putting a salary cap down like Brady pointed out last year? Why did the player's salary cap go down and your salary go up? How the fuck did that work? You made $65 million in the last 2 years during a pandemic when there were no fans in the stands, and you're trying to tell me the NFL is hemorrhaging and you made $65,000? This guy's not an owner. He's the highest paid non-owner in the NFL, and that includes all the players and coaches. And you're going around telling everybody, well, the salary cap's coming down. Why? Oh, I see. The owner's money goes up, the commissioner's salary goes up, but the player's money goes down. What an absolute fucking train wreck they are to lie to people like that. The commissioner made $65 million when everybody was out there saying, hey, cap's coming down. NFL's not making money. Really? Okay, guy. I'm going to tell you why the Lions beat the Eagles. We're going to do that. A lot more NFL news. Some big games. Hey, don't go to sleep on that Buccaneers-Saints game, too. That's a revenge game for Jameis Winston. You keep it right here on the National Football Show.